Welcome back to Design Bundles. If you guys are not new here, and if you guys are new here, my name is Crystal. I'm here with Design Bundles today, and we are back live and ready to go for the dollar deals. The biggest time that is here at Design Bundles is our dollar event, and we are back bigger and better than ever, and we're switching up a few things. So like I said, hello. As you guys are coming in, let us know where you guys are crafting from. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, you guys have to be patient with me because I feel like this is day one. Hello, Brittany. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Christy. Oh my goodness. Hello. I see everybody here. I'm so excited. It has been what? Months? I feel like it's been November. It's been a hot minute. We are back here. If you guys miss seeing our lives, or you guys definitely want to continue to see these lives, make sure you sound down below because our team needs to know we got to be back live, right? So hello. Good morning. Is everybody ready for the dollar event? I know I'm ready, right? I've already started. This is a t-shirt using one of the bundles I'm fixing to show you guys here in just a bit. So make sure you guys check it out. So we've got 1 hour. So let's go ahead and start off by going over some of the designs that are included in this dollar event. I'm going to tell you about a few things that has switched up, and make sure you guys stay all the way to the end because you guys know that we give away stuff here. We're going to do something today that we have never, ever done here at Design Bundles. So you guys do not want to miss it. So let me go ahead and pull up in my screen here as you guys are joining in. I'm going to show you guys the deals. Here we go. All right, so this is how it's going to work this time. So you guys know that we are famous for our dollar event. So now it is the dollar event, not $1 event. We have $5, $3, and $1 deals. So what we're trying to do is we're always trying to bring new and exciting things and switch it up. We want to bring you better products, better deals. So what we have is a $5 section. So you guys can see we have 8 designs in here for $5. These are big bundles. This Bella B is the one that I made this t-shirt out of today, and we're actually going to be making another t-shirt out of today. We're going to be using some of these fonts here, and then we have our $3 section here. You can see there's stuff for the glow board. We have stuff that is SVG, PNG, like I said, fonts. So I'm also going to be using this font here today. And then of course we have our normal dollar area. I really think it's more pleasing to the eye. I like how it's broken up. Sometimes it can just seem like so much and overwhelming. Raise your hand if you guys are one that goes somewhere and it's just overwhelming and you just get overstimulated. Me included. So I really think this kind of helps break it up a little bit too and helps your shopping be a little bit more enjoyable. So we've got our $1 section here. There's 16 products in here, lots of good stuff. So we've got this really amazing tumbler you guys have got to check out. The color quality from these designs right here is phenomenal. You guys know that I have actually used these designs in past videos. We've got signs, we've got coffee mugs, we've got all sorts of fun stuff, including more fonts. All right, so this is our dollar event. Like I said, this is going to be $5, $3, and $1. Now, let me go ahead and explain in case you guys are new to our dollar event. You're only going to have 1 hour to shop. Unless you guys are a Plus member, you guys are going to have an entire 24 hours to make up your mind. So that's pretty exciting, right? All right, so let's go ahead and dive in and start going over all the new features in Cricut Design Space. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this screen share. We're going to get ready to announce our very first giveaway so you guys can start getting ready to go for that. But before I do, or while I tell you guys, I guess I'll start swapping out my screens. Once again, I feel like a nervous wreck. I feel like this is the first time. It's just crazy. I've missed you guys so much. Who's ready for today? That's right, Brittany. I know I am. I'm super pumped for it. All right, let me try to present my screen. Give me just a second. I'm going to go ahead and add, but I'm not going to share it just yet because I want to go over the details. I just can't multitask. Okay, here we go. I've got that ready in the background. So our first giveaway that we're doing, like I said, this is something we wanted to start it off right off the bat. We wanted to start off with a bang, coming back, right, for our lives. And so this is something we have never done here at Design Bundles. You guys know that we offer bundles and they expire. So we have them for maybe 30 days or whatever it may be. And you have to purchase that bundle within that time. Once it's expired, it's gone forever. What we're going to do here today is we're going to allow somebody to pick an expire bundle of your choice. Has it been a year? Has it been 2? Was it yesterday that you forgot to purchase a bundle and you really, really want it? You're going to get that chance today. So all you have to do is use hashtag bundle in the comments below, and you're going to get to pick any expired bundle of your choice. So say, for example, you guys know that I released my own bundle a while back. So maybe you missed out on that bundle and you really want to go back and snag it. Hey, no feelings hurt if you don't want to snag my bundle, but you would have the opportunity. So use that hashtag bundle in the comments below for a chance to win, and we're going to draw a lucky winner here in just a bit. All right, so let's go ahead and pull open Cricut Design Space. Now, as we're pulling this open, I want to go ahead and talk about all of the new features. So we've actually done a few videos on this. Cricut has released a new print and cut feature, and guess what, y'all? It is available now. It's live. So everything that we have recently been talking about that has only been in beta mode, it's live today. So I'm super, super excited about that. There's no more beta. You guys can definitely stay in live mode. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to beta mode, I'll show you guys that in just a second. Now, here is a little trick. So when you first turn on Cricut Design Space, like I said today, turn it on, you're going to get a little thing that says what's new. It's going to talk about the new print and cut feature where they've made it bigger. And then they're also going to talk about the new warp tool. And then you'll see that recently they also did this expansion tool we're going to talk about. But one of the things that I wanted to say today was while I was playing around with this morning, that the new print and cut feature is somewhat available. The 11 by 17 is still in beta mode, so I'll talk about that in just a second, kind of show you where to go and stuff. So just keep that in mind, but that is coming very soon. They've obviously released that. And like I said, the new warp tool and all of that, which you guys do have to be an Access member. Unfortunately, I was really hoping they would release one or two for us, but they didn't, but we're going to still talk about it today. All right, so here we go. So we're going to start off with our bigger print and cut. I'm so pumped for it. So you're going to bring your design in. Once again, this is from that same Bella Bees that I got the t-shirt from, and well, I made my sweatshirt from the Beach Bum. So we're going to do this one today. We're going to sublimate on gold glitter. So I'll show you all that stuff in a minute. But what you do now, so I brought in my design. It came in 14 by, what is that? I get so blind, 18. What you're going to do now is come over to that warning, and this is going to be your option. So say, for example, if you're in beta and you already have it switched to the 11 by 17, or whether you're live and you have it on 8.5 by 11, you're going to get the option now to auto resize. I'm so pumped for it. Now, if, say, for example, this was on 8.5 by 11, you would come down where it says change page size. I don't think that you guys, I'm going to go ahead and peek really quick. Yes, you guys can see that. Cool. So what you're going to do when you click change page size, you're going to see where it says print and cut size, and you're going to get the option to switch it to the 11 by 17. But I will tell you, in the live version, it is not giving you that option yet, which is really weird that they said they released it because it's still only these two here. I do think with what they've released so far, it's going to give you those corner marks instead of the entire border, because it does talk about that. And I think it's just giving you that little bit bigger of an expansion for the 8.5 by 11, which is really cool. But just know the 11 by 17 is coming to you live, all right? So we're going to go ahead and hit done there. Now to talk about getting into beta mode, you're going to hit your 3 hamburgers. You're going to go down to where the settings is. Once again, I did talk about this in a previous video. We have a full tutorial on that. But right here, you see where it says beta or live, you're just going to fluctuate between the two. Whichever one you want to. If you're beta, you're going to get the 8.5 by 11 version, and you would simply hit done, and then Cricut Design Space will reboot. Now let's go ahead and play with that auto resize because I want to make this guy as big as possible. So we're going to come to that red warning, and we're going to click on the auto resize image, and boom, it does it for us. I love that it takes the guesswork out, because before we'd get the warning and it would say, which it still does, and says bring it down to 6.25 by 9.75, I think. And you would go over here and try to be changing that or put it in the width. You no longer have to do that. If you want to make it at the max, you can definitely do that now. Now I think I have enough material, which I will size this down again, because I think I'm trying to decide, because if I duplicate this, which I'm hoping it doesn't freeze my Cricut Design Space. I've had freezing all morning. So what I'm going to actually do is change this version here from a print and cut to a basic cut. So that way I'm going to have a piece to cut out with my glitter HDD, and then I'm going to have my print and cut version. Because I really want these to line up absolutely perfect. I don't really want an offset. Now, if this was one that had like how this has a lot of distressing, you could definitely come up here, click on your design, and choose the offset, all right? But we're gonna work with this today. So let's pray everything goes smoothly today, because y'all know what happens when I go live sometimes. All right, here we go. So what we're gonna go ahead and do, is we're going to go ahead and click on make it. Make sure you guys are using that hashtag bundle down below. As soon as I get this guy cutting out and printing, I'm going to choose a lucky winner. So if you guys have missed it and you just now joined us, you're using hashtag bundle in the comments below for a chance to win one of our expired bundles. We have never gave one away or released it back to the public. So it is definitely something, I don't even know if we'll bring it back again. So I hope you guys enjoy that giveaway. So hashtag bundle. All right, so we're going to choose on the map. Obviously, it's telling me the 12 by 24 because I've got a bigger cut going on. We're going to hit confirm. And then let's see here, let it load. Perfect. So now what I'm talking about with that new print and cut feature, you guys will see with the live version. Used to, we had the big border all the way around. We no longer have that. We have these little corners right here. And then you're going to have your little red warning cut lines, right? So all of that's good to go. Now, this is what I'm going to do because I'm going to be sending it over to, I'm going to be sending it over to my Sawgrass printer. So we know we can't just hit print. So I'm going to show y'all how to do that. So we are going to make sure, I'm not going to, well, let's see. I'm going to mirror it here, but I'm going to not mirror it inside of Sawgrass Studios, right? So I'm also going to mirror my glitter HDD. We are going to be using, I'm going to drop y'all. I think you guys can see my screen at the same time. Let me double check too, make sure I went to the right one. I think so. So I'm using this glitter. As you guys can see, I'm using this gold glitter. It's gorgeous. You guys have seen me supplement on white glitter and blue glitter now, but now we're going to try gold today. We're going to see what happens. Okay. So I've got that mirrored as well. And then we are going to hit continue. So I'm going to come up here to my print and cut. We're going to hit continue. I'm going to tell it to send to the printer. Now this is where I promise you where it gets a little confusing. So right now you can see that it's going to send it to my Canon. It's technically not. We're saving this as a PDF at this point. So what we're going to do is we are going to turn off the bleed line. We're going to turn on the use system dialog. This is what's going to pop open to save it as a PDF. That's what's important. Doesn't matter the printer at this moment. So we're going to go ahead and hit print. And then it should pop open our system dialog. We're going to give it a second to think about it. This is where, like I said, when I'm live, it could be a little tricky. There's no telling which way this is going to go. We're just going to give it a minute to think about it. So excited about this hashtag bundle. I am so excited too, Elaine. I'm so pumped and here for it. Preparing to print still. Like I said, this is where we could get a little tricky. You know what? I wonder if this is actually in the background. I'm just double checking. Yes, it is. Sorry, guys. You guys cannot see this piece. Trying to think. You guys are not going to be able to see this piece because it's hard to share like an entire the entire screen. So just know there's a little box that has popped up here, and at the very bottom I'm going to choose PDF, and then I'm going to choose the PDF. Once again, I know y'all can't see this. I'm going to just put it as cal, put it to my desktop, save. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my screen down for just a second. Sorry, guys. I know I do that, and then it makes it go crazy. Here we go. So let me go ahead and drop my screen down for just a second here. Go and drop it down. There we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to go ahead and try. I'm trying to figure out how can I let me pop this up 1 second, guys. I'm going to drag and drop this into my Sawgrass Smart folder. I'm going to stop sharing the screen for 2 seconds. We are going to present and share another screen. Window. Here we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to bring this screen back. So I know it's a little confusing, but I want to make sure y'all can see everything. All right, so then you're going to have the print manager. So what I did was on my desktop, when I saved it, I have the folder for the Sawgrass Smart folder. You guys have probably seen me do that in the past. If not, definitely check out our other sublimation videos. I've done it a bunch. But what you're going to do is drag and drop that. Now, what I need to do is turn off here. And then we are going to, I'm just going to leave it as polyester True Pix Classic. So this is perfect. You can see that it's got my registration marks and all of the things. Now I'm going to stop sharing. Well, you can see that I'm going to send it to the Sawgrass SG1000. I'm going to hit print. I'm going to quit sharing the screen because once I hit print, it's going to go away anyways. So let me go ahead and stop that really quick. Perfect. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and send this to the printer now. So now let's go to the printer. I'm going to bring back open Cricut Design Space. Now, like I said, use that hashtag bundle because I am about to announce. Oh, Lord, please tell me I did not exit. I was like, please tell me I did not exit out of Cricut Design Space. I did not. There it is. Share. Okay. Perfect. So I think you guys can see everything. So while we're waiting for this guy to print out, what I'm actually going to do is I'm not going to, which I could print this because honestly, it's only going to cut around the little pieces. Do you guys want to see it printed? Do you guys want to see it cut around the paper? We're going to try it, right? Okay. So for this one, I'm going to go ahead and just choose, let's see, copy paper. I'm going to choose copy. We usually don't do that part, so we're going to do it today. If it doesn't, if something goes awry, all right, we're going to go back and we're not going to cut it. But just so we can see that print and cut feature all the way through, we're going to go ahead and choose that. So we've already got the copy paper ready to go. All right, so while we've got that, let's go ahead and drop that screen back down. That way you guys can see everything full screen. And let's go ahead and announce the giveaway. So you guys are ready? Somebody's going to be a lucky winner to choose the expired bundle. And I would love to know which expired bundle you guys are going to be choosing. So whenever I announce that winner, I want to know. I'm curious. All right, here we go. So let's go ahead and hit that draw button. Dun, 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 dun. Good luck to everybody. I'm so excited for you. Pick whatever bundle you want, no matter how old. You can pick whatever you want. Dun, 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 dun. Congratulations, Terry White. Thank you so much for watching us here on YouTube. Congratulations. You are the lucky winner of an expired bundle. Let us know which one you are thinking about choosing. No rush. You may want to think about it. All right. All you need to do is reach out to, I'm trying to remember. Let me put that at the bottom of the screen because there we go. Reach out to mel@designbundles.net to claim your prize. Now, keep in mind, it may be after this event before somebody can get to it because everybody's getting ready for this event. So just be patient for that. So here we go. So let me show y'all. Here's our printing cut. I'm going to try to pop y'all over here. We've actually got a new camera. So excited for this angle here. So this is what it's going to look like. One thing that I immediately wanted to think about whenever we had this new feature was like trimming off the excess. You definitely don't want to do that because it needs to see everything. So don't try to trim anything. So we are going to be ready to load this. So I'm going to drop y'all down below. Perfect. There we go. So let's go ahead and get this on our big O Cricut mat here. And also, let's go ahead and announce our next giveaway. Let me actually bring myself back up here. So if you guys are ready for our next giveaway, I want to see those emojis. Show me the love. Let me see your summer vibes. That's what I want. Or maybe your dollar bin. I want to see those dollar signs. I want to see those suns because I'm skipping spring. I'm ready for summer. I went to the beach, by the way, guys, a few weeks ago. It was 40-something degrees. It was 50-something degrees. We went to Biloxi and we went to Florida. Too cold right now, but I'm ready. All right, so for our next giveaway, we are going to be doing, are y'all ready? Once again, I don't believe we've ever done this either. $50 store credit, which means you can use it on whatever you want. You can buy designs from the dollar event. You can buy bundles if you want to. You can buy designs from the marketplace. $50 store credit. All you need to do is use hashtag design. So hashtag design in the comments below is going to get you a chance to win $50 store credit. That is insane, right? I'm so pumped. I absolutely love design bundles. They are just absolutely the coolest. So here we go. So we are going to place this on our cutting mat. And as you guys can see for our printing cut, we're using a bigger mat than 12 by 12. We can actually do that now. So we're just going to carefully rub this guy down. And we're going to get ready to load it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this so you guys can see everything on the mat. It's ready to go, right? Perfect. Now, I don't think you guys can honestly see the Cricut at this angle, but I'm going to try to bring her over just a little bit. I'm trying to make sure she's not bumping anything because this is a big mat. All right, so we've got that loaded. I think you guys can see a little bit there, maybe possibly here, just a little bit. All right, so we're going to load that in there. And so it's going to go through read. Now, what I really love about this new feature too, not only can we do really big designs like this, is the fact that a little bitty mark. So it reads it so much faster. So now whenever it goes to read, we're going to hit go. When it goes to read those, it's just so much quicker. Now, one thing I did not think about having the Cricut cut this out, the one little piece of the sun is going to be separate, but that's fine. We're going to tape it down. So we've got that. And then next, we're going to get ready to cut our glitter. So while we are cutting this and getting ready, you guys let me know, what designs are you guys going after? Did you guys already start making up your mind yesterday or maybe a few days ago? I definitely want to hear from you guys what designs you guys are going to be, which designs, which products are you guys getting? I'm so excited about it. I really love, like I said, this bundle here. What a bang for your buck. Let's see here, hashtag design. Make sure too, guys, if we have enough time, put your questions down below. Make sure you put those in all caps. It helps us find them a little bit easier. And we'll be trying to answer you guys' questions a little later on. All right, so this guy will not take too long because it's literally pretty much just an outline of it. So we're gonna let that go, and then we'll let this guy get ready. So I was trying to think, I was gonna switch screens, but we're fixing to load the glitter. So I was like, because I was going to show you guys the deals one more time, but we're just going to go ahead and wait just a second, because honestly, this is not going to take long. Also, I'm using my bigger heat press today. We are working on improving, so I'm hoping to bring the camera a little bit closer next time, but I want to start using this guy a little bit more. So we're going to know that. So we will be using the bigger heat press today. So let me put you guys over here. So now we've cut it out, right? So I'm going to flip this guy over. And we are going to carefully fill it off. So we've got this piece here. I think you guys can see. This is going to help it from, and that copy paper setting was perfect. All right, so we've got this. This is going to help us have that perfect design. Look at how cool that is. Look how big it is. And then we've got that tiny little piece we want to save. We need it, right? It's important. Here we go. Perfect. We're going to set that aside. So let's get ready to load our glitter. All right. We're going to load this guy upside down on the mat. And what I'm going to do, this is something I'm going to tell y'all what. I have lost enough glitter HTV in my lifetime. I'm not playing around. Y'all let me know. Raise your hands below. Normally, I would like to use a blue or a green mat for this, but I don't have my longer ones here. So what I like to do in that case is tape it down. So let me grab it. I'm going to grab my little tape here. And it doesn't take a whole lot. I just like to be safe, because have you guys ever been cutting because it's such a thicker material that it actually shifts it around on the mat and then you lose the entire thing. So yes, I have been there. So I'm just going to go ahead and tape this guy down. Make sure you guys are using that hashtag design for that $50. Somebody here is going to be lucky. We're going to make your day. I hope it makes your day brighter and you're going to feel like it's summer because the sunshine. It's the sunshine. It's shining forever. Isn't that a song? Okay, so I think that's pretty good. I just wanted to make sure it's kind of going to hold in place. Hopefully everything stays good. Let's pop you back up over here. And so we've got that on there. I'm going to try to load this on my mat here. And then let's go and pull back up in Cricut Design Space really quick. And so that way I can show you guys. For this one, I'm actually going to choose Glitter HTV. So you guys can see what's every day. Ignore me. Browse all materials. Let's go ahead and type in glitter. All right. And then we're going to choose glitter. There we go. This is smart. Hold on. There we go. I need glasses. I think it's time to go to the eye doctor. Glitter iron on. We're going to hit done. And so we are ready. We're going to double check. Listen, I'm a scaredy cat once again. We're going to make sure that we did mirror. And so I do believe we did. Double checking. Yes, I can see the sun on that side. You can see that it's going to bring it all the way through. And I'll actually bring us back here just to be sure that you can see everything. Perfect. All right, so we could go ahead and drop that screen now. There we go. So now we're ready. We're going to hit that go button. We're going to pray that our glitter does not move. Trust me, one too many times. Now, the t-shirt that I'm actually using today is this tie-dye one. You can definitely make your own. And so that's something I'm really fixing to get into. So you guys know that I carry a lot of blanks here because we teach so much. I really like to buy my blanks from clothing shop online. Dawn can put that in the comments below for you, but I love it too. Check their clearance. This is from Color Tone. They usually have these over there too, but there's some really cool tie-dye ones. And I love this with that glitter. I think it's going to look really, really cool, but definitely check that out. But I really want to sublimate. I really want to tie-dye a bunch of them for myself. So that way I have them ready to go here on the channel. So if you guys are curious or want to see me like do the entire process of making a bunch of those, let me know. All right, so we're going to undo that. And we are going to take this guy off of the mat, just like so. And I'm going to get this guy out of the way. I'm going to double check. Yes, everything is good. And then what I'll probably do is I'm going to trim away any sort of excess. Well, I was going to. You guys know how it is with glitter and you can't see your cut line? That's where I'm at. So what you got to do is you just got to kind of fold it and bend it and see where that's at. I know that's the sun. There we go. I don't think I have a whole ton of it left, so we're just going to go ahead and weed. So you're going to see how easy that's going to be. And I'm going to bring you all down below. Here we go. So we're gonna go ahead and leave this guy out. I'm so excited. We've got the timer up there. You guys, we only have 33 minutes before the event. I'm really, really excited for it. All right, so here we go. We're going to this guy. Just like that. And I'm going to fix this corner because, nope, I was just on that. I thought I buckled it. Look at how cool that is. Amazing. So then we're going to be able to lay that guy on there. Perfect. I'm actually going to go ahead and get this out of our way. Get this up here. And then I'm going to trim off. I'll actually bring it all back up here. We're going to trim off the excess. All right. Perfect. And I'm almost kind of regretting not using my, and by the way, you can use your Cricut Easy Press as long as your design, and see, this was bigger than my Cricut Easy Press because you're 10 by 12 for that biggest one. And this is like 13 point something long. So that's why I'm using the bigger one too. Plus I already fired it up this morning, to be honest. I'm going to be real. But if you can fit it under that bigger heat press, you can definitely still pull this process off, obviously, with your Cricut Easy Press. So, but I'm hoping you guys can still see everything. All right, make sure you guys are continuing to use that hashtag design. As soon as I get this guy pressed and we're done with this one, we'll announce our second giveaway. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and get this guy. Before I do, let me go ahead and pull out the moisture. You guys probably can't hear me over here, but I may continue to talk. And one thing I forgot to do before we got started, this is a swing away, so I usually like to get this guy out of our way. Move it really quick. We're going to swing it out. What I'm doing here is just pre-pressing and pulling out any sort of moisture. Let's scoop that guy down there. Perfect. And honestly, that only takes like 5 seconds. All right, so here we go. So we're going to get this guy back up here. I'm going to show up this guy here. We're going to get ready to press. Right. So I am going to, in the meantime, I'm just kind of prepping my screen so that way later on I'll be ready to go back to or Design Space. Sorry, $0 man. I'm just trying to get us all ready for everything. Okay, so here's our t-shirt, right? So we've got to make sure it cools back down. We're going to go ahead and move our mouse pad and everything else out of our way. And we're going to work on our project. Here we go. We're going to take this guy here. You can always fold it in half to find that center. Pinch it right up here at the top. And the center of your t-shirt is going to be your neck tag. So I'm just going to make sure that's straight. And we're going to go down. I think right about here looks really good, honestly. I think that looks perfect. And this has got the adhesive on here, which is going to help hold it in place for us. And so we are going to go press this over here now. Now, when it comes to this part, you just need a tack down. I have it on 385 for 40 seconds already, but this just needs a tack down. So, and you can play between 385 and 400 degrees to get the brighter colors. So definitely feel free to play around with whatever you want. All right, so let's go ahead and tack this down. And so I'm just tacking it down between 2 to 5 seconds, not very long. Here we go. Let me bring it back. Now, when you're working with glitter HTV, it's usually a cold pill. So you may want to let this cool down. All right. I like the tie-dye colors. It's going to pop with the glitter. That's what I was thinking too. I'm so glad that you agree. Sometimes I'm in my own mind and I'm like, do you think people are going to really like this or is it going to be a mess? And I'm really excited about the no offset. So I'm really hoping this is going to look cool. I don't think we've ever sublimated on gold glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and very carefully, once again, because you really want this to kind of be a cool peel. And so I'm being very careful. All right. Perfect. Look at that glitter. Isn't that cool? I'm actually going to try to bring that up here just so you guys can kind of see that glitter shine and glimmer. Isn't that cool? So I think the colors too, I agree. I think it's going to pop. I think it's going to be cool. All right, so let's go ahead and drop it back down. Whoop, there we go. And let's get ready to put this on here. I hope I did not lose. There we go. I did not. So now what you want to do is making sure y'all can see everything. Make sure that this is cooled back down before you guys start putting this on here. So what we need to do is just line everything up. We're just going to go in here. And since we didn't do any sort of offset, everything should line up pretty perfectly. Now, remember, whenever you apply your HTV, it may shrink. So if you notice that it's not lining up 100%, that's because your HTV has shrunk just a little bit from your press. So you may want to add that tiny bit of offset, but honestly, I feel like I'm fine. I feel like I'm happy with it. I'm all right. Okay. Just a smidge more. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to start by securing these, and I'll get that little piece. All right. And then, because I'm not going to lie to y'all, I teach y'all something and I tell y'all to use a certain temp and time, and then I forget what I told my own self. And I forget what was a success. So I don't remember last time when we did our glitter HTV. If you guys watched my video, did I do 385 or did I do 400? I don't know. I can't remember, but that's what happens. You know, we just don't remember what we do from time to time. I change it up so much. I just constantly do whatever I want to do, basically. All right, so here we go. So I'm securing the point. Everybody, no one worry. You guys know that I normally forget those things. All right. Not today. Not today. All right, make sure you guys are using that hashtag design, because as soon as I get this guy pressed, we are going to announce our next giveaway for the $50 store credits. All right, now, here we go. Now, if you won, tell me what would you guys use it on? If you guys were the lucky winner of the $50, what would you guys use it on? Oh, wrong one. Here we go. What would you guys use it on? Are you guys going to buy stuff from the dollar event? Are you going to buy bundles? Are you going to use it in the marketplace? Or maybe save it? And that way use it a little here and there. I definitely want to know in the comments below, what would you do with that $50? Okay, so now that we've got this covered, the other thing we're going to need is a piece of parchment paper. I love to get these on Amazon. If you guys have not been following us for a while, I get them in the sheets like this. You could just definitely buy a roll of parchment paper from the Dollar Tree or Walmart. But I love these. They're ready to go. Okay, so now that I've got everything taped down, I'm going to carefully move this from point A to point B. Okay, get ready. Once again, we're live. No telling what's going to happen. All right, so here we go. All right, so that's going to go. I got 40 seconds. I probably should have went about 45 seconds. So I may, just after the beep, let it beep for just a few more seconds. I'd use it at the dollar event or more materials. Yes. Let's see. Buy a bundle and some designs I've been wanting. Sweet. Great idea, Michelle. I love it. Let's see. Invest in. Okay, so we are going just a few more seconds. We're fixing to get ready. So as soon as I show you guys this, we've got 25 more minutes left. So I'll be able to quickly go through the new warp tool and show you guys that, as well as if I have a second, I want to show you guys that on the iPad now you can do the offset. I don't know since when, but you can. Carefully move this and pray for no ghosting, because I like to give you all the big reveal, right? Let's drop her down here somewhere. Maybe here, once, there. All right, here we go. Let's see. We're gonna move this out of our way. I wanna make sure you guys can see the big reveal, so easy, easy. If it goes, that's my bad. Okay, here we go. Ready? Dun, 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 dun. Bam. Okay, first of all, I definitely think I should have went up to 400, but I'm not hating it, all right? I'm not hating it. I really love this distressing, which this is how this is supposed to be. I love the black with this, but I definitely would have brought it up to the 400 degrees or possibly the 45 seconds. I don't know. I love it. You guys let me know. I think it would look way better on silver as well. But let me bring this over here so we can show you guys a little close up of what it looks like. And you guys be the judge. Oh, hold on. We almost forgot our little piece here. I definitely think I should have done like 400 degrees or possibly like the 45 seconds. I like it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me pop y'all back over here and let's see. Face forward as a t-shirt. I don't know. I like it. So we can definitely supplement on gold. You're not going to get the same effect if you did it on white or even that blue. If you guys haven't seen the one where we did it on blue, we did this amazing summer beach t-shirt with tie-dye too. So cool. It came out amazing. I believe it's like the thumbnail of this, but there you guys go. I don't know. I like it. You guys let me know. It still looks great. Goes with the shirt perfectly. I think so too. I'm really excited. I'll let you guys know how it holds up through the wash. I'm pretty sure it's going to do just as we normally do, but I like it. I think it was a success. All right, so here we go. So let's get ready to announce our next giveaway. Let's see. Let's pull it up. Dun, 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 dun. Good luck to everybody. This is for $50 store credit. Let's go ahead and get ready. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. Good luck to everybody. Dun, 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 dun. I'm so excited. I cannot wait for you guys. I hope it makes your day. Congratulations, Michelle Leiden. I'm not even gonna say Leiden. Michelle, congratulations. Thank you so much for watching us here on YouTube. We are so excited for you that you won that $50 store credit. Remember to please be patient. It may be after the event that you guys get that, but you definitely will get your credit. All you simply have to do is reach out to mel@designbundles.net and let them know that you're the lucky winner of that $50 store credit. So once again, congratulations. I'm so pumped for you. All right, so I'm gonna scoot this guy out of our way, and we're simply going to, let's quickly go over. I'm gonna pull up on my screen. I wanna show you some of the fonts that I'm using today, and then we'll head on over to Cricut Design Space. All right, so here we go. And I am going to, here we go. All right, so from the $5 area here, yes, from the $5 area, I'm definitely using this one here, which is the Tutti Frutti. I'll actually kind of zoom in here so you guys can see a little bit better. So the font that I'm going to be using and just showing you some demos is the Tutti Frutti. I actually downloaded the Watermelon Margarita, so we're going to play with that. Also downloaded the Farmhouse Lemonade, so hopefully I can remember both of those when we get to Cricut Design Space. But the Tutti Frutti we're going to be using. Now, the one thing that's really cool about this one, I was playing with it this morning, is these are perfect for making cards. So using your pen, they're going to fill it in all the way. So these ones, if you guys have been looking for a fill-in font that fills it in and it's not going to do that outline, this one's for you. So you are going to be obsessed with this. It's perfect for making those cards and using those pins inside of Cricut Design Space. All right, so for the next one here, I'm going to be using the cursive font out of here. I'm actually using, it is called, you guys will see it here in a minute, it's called something, the fall right here. Fall Ember. I thought it was Fall Amber, but it's Fall Ember. I'm actually going to be using this one just to show you guys some really cool stuff. So we're using that one as well as the this one here, the Summer Hand Letter fonts. I'm going to be using that full side out of here as well as Cozy. I'm going to show you guys some really cool stuff with that one. Hopefully we're going to be able to accomplish everything in time. And I do believe that was all of them. Now we did do a really cool video with this. Let me see. I'll show y'all real quick. I'm actually going to pop y'all down below. Here we go. This one right here, you guys, this one is that iced caramel macchiato. So if you guys do not see our Instagram or TikTok, we did this with these little Dollar Tree bags. And so that is using that iced macchiato. So make sure you guys check that one out as well. All right, so I'm going to end that screen really quick and we are going to swap on over. So let me go ahead and bring myself back up here. We are going to stop that. I'm going to take you guys back to Cricut Design Space so I can show you guys some stuff. So give me just a second while we switch. And while we switch, let me go ahead and announce our last giveaway today. And it's going to be all 36 designs from our dollar event. So you're going to win every single design from our $5, $3, and $1 tier. 36 designs. Y'all don't judge me. I've kept it together, I think, for today, for being back. I feel like I'm brand new. 36 designs. All you have to do is use hashtag dollar in the comments below, and you're going to get all 36 designs. You're not even going to have to purchase the thing. So good luck to everybody. Hashtag dollar. All right. So once again, let me share my screen while y'all are typing away. And so let's see here. Cricut Design Space. Perfect. So we're going to bring this back up here, and we are going to get to work here. So let me go ahead and hit back to the canvas. We're going to hit done. And we are going to go ahead and start here. Now, I do believe that I installed everybody, so hopefully we did. Okay, so we're going to hit on text. And the first one we are going to go ahead and do is go to my bookmark. All right, so let's start off. I want to show you guys this cozy one first. Cozy. Okay, the cozy outline. So this is from the poolside, I believe. I believe it was from the $3 tier. Tier. I can't say that today. So we're going to go ahead and click on that. I saved it. Once I brought it in, I saved it to my bookmarks. So this one's a really cool open font. So we're going to go over that work tool really quick. All right, so we're going to bring that in. You're going to find your font. We are going to double click here. And for this one, we are going to go ahead. Let's just try Easter. Okay, so we're going to type out the word Easter, and then we are going to go ahead and come up here to that new warp tool, which, like I said, is now live. The only thing that absolutely stinks is it is for access members only. There is 24 options. I was really hoping that, like I said, they were going to bring in a couple of those, and they did not, but it's okay. All right, so the one I really love is number 11. Absolutely love this wave. Now, the really cool thing is for this too, once you click on it, I'm gonna bring it over here so hopefully you can see while I'm working with that warp, is they have this adjuster tool, so you guys can adjust how much warp is happening. So if you don't want as much, or you really want that thing to warp, you could bring that to wherever you want to. Let's go ahead and get it there, all right? Now for this one, there's a couple things you can do. So number one, we could go over here, we hit duplicate, right? I'm gonna do it 3 times. And like I said, I have a whole video on this if you guys wanna see. We went over so many different ways to do this and use these warp tools. So I'm just gonna go over a couple of them today and just kind of see what you could do with them. So number one, you could have it like this, and that way it just has that outline. And then the other thing that you could actually do, I'm actually gonna delete these, that way I can duplicate them in a minute. Here. I'm actually going to come up here and go to offset. So I'm going to add a little bit of an offset to it. And let's see. I want enough to where I don't have those pieces. There we go. Something about like this looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. I'm going to go to that offset and I'm going to change it to pink. So there's our first one. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that. I'm going to duplicate it again. And this one, I'm going to change the color. Oh, nope, I need to go to that off. Well, let me just put it in place first. I'm gonna select both of those. I'm gonna put it right here. And then we are gonna go to the offset and I'm gonna change it to purple. And then we are going to select both of those layers again. We're gonna duplicate it, bring it back down. And then this one, I'm gonna go to that offset and I'm gonna change it to yellow. All right. So there we go. So see how cool that is? And then if you need to line those up, you can select everything. You're going to go to your alignment tool and center horizontal. So now everything is perfectly straight and all of that. So you could have this really cool design like this. Now, what I really love about this too, and just kind of bringing in a design, and I showed this before. So using that other font that I was telling you about, it is I was trying to think of the name of it. Let me go back and peek just so I could tell you guys. Let's see here. It is the designer's bestseller. This is that one I was telling you about, the Fall Ember. So we're going to go up here to text. We're going to change our font. I'm going to go to system once again. I'm going to type in fall, enter. And so we're going to click that one here. Once again, I have it to my bookmarks. So we're going to click on this one. And well, if I could get it going, I'm going to double click here. I'm going to start to type out bunny. All right. And then we can stretch it out here. And then you can place it here. So you guys can see, I'm actually gonna bring that back just a little bit, how that design's coming out. Now, I probably would bring back that warp just a little bit there, but you guys can see how awesome that is. And then if I wanted to, I could possibly change that blue or something like that. Or even change it to a white, so on and so forth. So I'm actually gonna change that back to black, just so we can see it a little bit better. But that's just something that you guys can do. I know sometimes we put those up in the corner there, but just adding in those little features there. So that one is really, really cool. So we're going to go ahead and delete those out of here. Make sure you guys are using that hashtag dollar for a chance to win all 36 designs. I'm going to double check before I go into another one. I think, can we get a clock up there? Let's see how much more time we have. I want to make sure I'm not holding anybody up here, and then we'll get ready for our Q&A and all that stuff. All right, so let's go into our next font here. We're going to come back up here and let's go into that watermelon one. So, and I'm actually going to go to bookmarks just to find it a little bit easier. There we go. So watermelon margarita. So here we go. So let's do, let's see. I'm going to do each. And then for this one here, if we go up here to the work tool, I'm going to do this one here. So this one kind of just curves upwards. And then I'm going to come to text. We're going to do it again. And I'm going to do vibes. And then we are going to go back into our work tool. And this one, I'm going to use number 7. And so now I can size this guy out and then just kind of nestle those in together. So this one may not be perfect just because how tall that B is there. I can still figure out something there. Bigger, something about like that. You guys get the point there. But you guys could definitely do some stuff like that just to kind of create those stickers there. Now we can go ahead and delete this. One thing I was playing around with too today was doing like USA. All right, I'm gonna stretch this guy out. I thought this would be really cool as a sticker too, was doing the warp and then doing that number 7. I really like, see how that popped that out? We've done those on t-shirts and all of that kind of stuff. And it just made it a different font. It just made it completely different. And then the other thing is, once again, if I wanted to, I could adjust that and I can make it all the way to 100, bring that down a little bit, so on and so forth. So that is just using a few of those work tools. You guys can check it out. There's so many different ones. Like I said, we have actually done a complete tutorial on that, but I wanted to show you guys today that those are actually available now. They are all live. Now, the other thing that I actually wanted to show you guys, I'm actually going to try to bring this one back in really quick. And actually, we're going to do this one. This is part of our dollar bills here, I think. Hold on. I'm trying to think. Or, no, I think I'm going to stick with this one here. Hopefully it doesn't freeze. I just don't want it to freeze on me. Okay, so the new thing that Cricut also has released is this, what do they call it? Did I call it the stretching tool? Anyways, before, if you wanted to change this, you would have to come up here, hit the unlock and drag. Now they've actually made it just like if you were in Canva, and I'm actually going to zoom out a little bit so we can actually see this. So it actually made it like a Canva feature where you can grab your sides and you can adjust like this now. This is going to be perfect for your coffee mug wraps, your tumbler wraps, you know, all of those different things. I really, really like that now that we don't have to come up here and do all that. I like that we can really manipulate these. So when it comes to an SVG, I wanted to show you guys that. Let me show you guys this one here. And with this design right here, you know, when we look at SVGs like this, we don't think that we can manipulate, but we can. So you can manipulate this and make it how you want it. So if you want to make it nice and big and chunky, you don't just have to stick with it in this little format here. Definitely feel free to play around with those things. As long as it's not distorting itself, you guys can really manipulate and play around with those. Now, I also wanted to talk about with SVGs, the warp tool is not available. It is only available with text. I wanted to mention that as well. So let's go ahead and stop that. Let's go ahead and bring our screen full screen. I'm going to show you guys the iPad because I think we're getting down to our last couple of minutes here, and then we're going to do Q&A. So, almost messed up there. Okay, so let me go ahead and open this up. Give me just a second. And I wanted to show y'all. Drop y'all down. Here we go. So now with the iPad, I wanted to show you guys. So if we go to text, and let's just say that we type out. Hold on. Go to text again. And then just go to a new text. There we go. Delete. All right, so we're gonna go to text here. Hold on. I keep hitting upload. Y'all bear with me. I'm gonna hit text and I'm gonna go ahead and type in summer. All right, perfect. And then we're gonna hit done. So if you come over here, you can change your font. So I've got my margarita watermelon, like I had watermelon margarita. And then now if you go over in your settings, and hopefully you guys can see this because I know it's washing out there a bit. Hold on, y'all bear with me while I bump this guy down. I think that's going to be helpful. There we go. Perfect. So if you guys go over in your text options now, there is offset. We now have offset and it brings it open for you guys. So you guys can play around with your offset and hit done. And there you go. And you can change your colors and all of that. Yay. I don't know when that was there. Did you guys know that? I'll actually bring you guys up here. We're going to get ready to wrap it up. So did you guys know that the offset feature was available on the iPad? Because I don't know where I was. I don't know if it's been there for a minute, but I know it wasn't available before. All right. So let's go ahead and get ready to, let's do a little bit of Q&A really fast. Let's go ahead and do that for 5 minutes and I'll announce our giveaway. All right. So here we go. Do we have any? This is the first time I feel like I went so long. So let's see if we have a couple questions here and then we'll get ready for that giveaway. And you guys get ready. We are down to like 10 minutes. Let's see. Where do you buy your large sublimated paper? I actually get it from Amazon. It is True Pix Classic. Let's see here. What else do we have? Okay. Why can't you just choose the Sawgrass printer from your dropdown? Because with the Sawgrass, you have to use the print manager because they have the colors. That's where the colors are perfect. If you just send it to your printer, your colors will not be correct. It has to go through that print manager. But I can't tell you guys. I can't tell you. Keep going. Let's see here. Is there any time frame of when the print and cut will be working properly? So the print and cut where you'll have that 11 by 17, this just came, I'm going to imagine within the weeks. So just stay tuned, but you can definitely do it in beta. Let's see here. Did you put more pressure when cutting your glitter? I did not. I just used glitter HTV. Let's see, what else do we have? I haven't sublimated on HTV yet. Does it stay well with washing? Yes, it does. It's polyester, so it's going to be just like a polyester t-shirt. What can I do with the laser SVG? With the laser SVGs, you can still use those. So like where you would use them on the Glowforge, you can still use those with your Cricut and Silhouette and all of those kind of things because it is an SVG. Let's see here. Do you have issues after the last update today? But I did. Like I said, mine froze so many times. And that was pretty much it. Like I said, they may be rolling out today, that 11 by 17, but it did freeze a few times. Let's see here. Can you sublimate on regular glass? If no, is there? No, you can't. But there is a sublimation spray coating. We did a video on that you can add onto it. Yes. Let's see. What else do we have? Let's see. Do you adjust any settings in Print Manager to get better colors? I haven't, but you can. I like to set mine to vibrant, so I change it from everything, the photographic and all that. I keep mine on vibrant, and it's wonderful. But you could really go in and play with those colors if you wanted to. Let's see here. Using my Epson Echo, my colors aren't as bright. I use high quality. What am I doing? With the Epson, it's really, really tricky. That's why like Sawgrass, they have their own print manager. I know that there is, I need to dig into it and possibly do an update on that. But there is tutorials on different, like, it's not print managers, obviously, but like a download that you can use that would actually fix that as well. Let's see here. Has anyone used the Dollar Tree iron-on yet? I have not. Ours doesn't have it yet. Ours has adhesive vinyl, but I definitely be curious. You guys know, I do not like the adhesive vinyl. Ugh. Let's see here. We've got, I think, 3 more minutes of questions. What else do we have? Anything? Okay, I think that was our last question. So let's go ahead and get ready for our giveaway. All right, so let's get ready for our giveaway. This one here was going to be for all 36 designs. Good luck to everybody. Let's go ahead and hit that draw button. Dun, 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 dun. Congratulations to whoever's going to win this. I meant to say good luck to everybody, but you know what I mean. Good luck to everybody. 36 designs. I'm rooting for you guys. I hope this makes your day. Dun, 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 dun. Congratulations, Sandra. Thank you so much for watching us here on YouTube. Make sure you reach out to mel@designbundles.net to claim your prize. Let them know that you were the lucky winner of all 36 designs. Once again, congratulations. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out with us here today. I'm so excited to be back. I really, truly hope that we get to come live more. So I know that it's for sure right now in the works. We're trying to come back at least for the dollar event. We have begged and pleaded, so we're here. But if you guys definitely want to see more of us, make sure you guys check it out. Don't forget to check out our videos. We post several times a week. We've got lots of cool stuff coming up between sublimation, Cricut, Silhouette, all of the things. And if there's anything that you guys ever want to see, make sure you guys are letting us know. So you guys have 5 minutes. I think you guys are probably about ready to head on over to the show. Do we want to go over and peek at our shirt one more time before we go? Let me see. I'm going to show y'all guys just one more time our shirt that we've got here. Thank you guys for being so supportive. I do still love it. I think it's super cute. So y'all make sure y'all go and check out this bundle here. It is huge. It has Christmas. It has Halloween. It has all of the things. So make sure you guys check out that bundle as well as all of those fonts, any of the files today. They are so good. I'm really pumped for this dollar event. So you guys do not want to miss that. All right. So I think that's it. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us here today. And we'll see you guys on the next one.